your new government's Selective Procreation Initiative. Congratulations!
Sounds like dating fascist bastards.
Who's there?
I'll remind participants that profane language is frowned upon and will be punished with mild electric shocks.
Hello? What's happening?
I imagine you're still a little woozy from the sedative, Jack, and that's perfectly normal. I'm happy to introduce you to your partner in the initiative, Clara. Say hello, Clara.
Fuck out of here, you Nazi scum.
I can tell you're just as excited as I am.
Please, just don't hurt us and we'll cooperate.
Oh, very chivalrous of you, Jack, especially considering the conduct of your counterpart over there. Are you ready to behave yet, Clara?
Eat shit.
Oh, dear. I regret to inform you that profane language by one participant will now result in the punishment of both.
Wait, what?
Are you ready to comply yet?
Yes! Just say yes.
Fine, yes.
Wonderful! Thank you for your cooperation.
Please, just keep your mouth shut until we...
We're in the same boat, you prick. Don't try to tell me what to do.
Well, I don't want to get shocked again.
Neither do I, you dumb fuck. Do you mind?
Not really.
Tell me a little bit more about the initiative. What are we doing here?
Well, currently you're not doing anything. What you're going to be doing is a little more interesting.
Well, why don't you uncuff us and we can get started?
Oh, certainly. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Well, where the fuck are you, greasy little shit stain?
Clara, Clara, Clara. What did we say about language?
Can't stop me now, though, can you?
Actually, I can.
Jesus Christ, will you stop?
Taking the Lord's name in vain, Jack. I expected better of you. This is fun. Ha ha. Now that I have your full attention, the initiative. As I'm sure you're aware, the virus has rendered most of the population infertile, or, in the majority of cases, too ill to propagate. The population has been declining, and your new government has been working tirelessly to find a solution. We're proud to announce that you are that solution, the SPI. Sound good so far? Excellent. The SPI takes individuals that were protected from infection by either voluntary or enforced isolation and finds their genetic counterpoint. That is to say, the person they are most suited to have the healthiest offspring with.
What?
Shh. When these couples have been identified, your new government houses them in a relaxing, comfortable environment until they have successfully procreated.
No, wait, you actually want to
Baby?
Come on now, Jack, I'll save your blushes. I am, of course, not allowed to give any explicit details due to your new government's sexual education regulations, but I trust that both of you have a good grip on the, birds and the bees.
This has got to be a joke. We didn't agree to this.
You voted for your new government, didn't you?
I didn't vote.
And whose fault is that? Also, just so you know, apathy will be treated in the same way as profanity.
Okay, I've heard about you lot and you trying to control everyone's lives, but you can't just do this. Virus or no virus, we're opting out.
This isn't spam mail, Clara. You can't just opt out.
I'll make spam out of you if you don't let me out of here.
You seem to be willfully misunderstanding the physiology of an artificial intelligence.
Get me the bloody shitting fuck out of here!
I shouldn't have touched her back then, but I was scared, you know? And it wasn't until my hand touched her mouth that I realised just how long it's been since I've actually touched someone. Voluntary isolation doesn't make it sound so bad, right? You know, when I lived in the city, I always wanted to go to the country and skip stones and contemplate eternity and all that. So when things got bad with the outbreak, that's exactly what I did. The thing they don't tell you about eternity, though, is that it's really fucking long and dull. And when I was next to her, when I had her close to me, I knew it was wrong, but some tiny little voice in my head said, this actually makes sense. She's not infected. I'm not infected. There's no way I could be. I live so far up in the hills, I've not seen anyone. Never mind anyone is... This is crazy talk. This woman, who might be insane, does not need my baggage.
Like I said, there is no opt-out. You might as well get comfortable.
So you're just going to leave us here until we procreate?
Yep, that's the idea. This method has been tried and tested in farms and zoos for hundreds of years. I thought you might might be a little shy of the idea at first, which is why I made a few adjustments to the room to make you a little more comfortable.
What now? Stop! Could you, at the very least, give us some privacy?
What?
I, have to keep you under observation.
So just let us figure it out between ourselves. Just for a few minutes. Without zapping.
I suppose that's reasonable. Watch your language, though!
My father used to breed dogs. Staffordshire Terriers mostly. There was this one mother, Molly, who I just adored. And when she had pups, she would whine and whine for me. And when I came to her, she would pick one up and drop it in my lap. This wriggling life that she'd created. She'd look up at me with the biggest, saddest eyes you could ever imagine. I could never understand why her eyes were so sad. I will never forget the day Molly disappeared. I called for her until my voice was hoarse. Eventually, I ran to my father in tears to ask him where she'd gone. And all he said to me was, when a bitch can't or won't pap anymore, she's worth no more than the meat on her bones. I've seen how this ends for the bitch.
So...
I'm not sleeping with you.
No! Of course not, I wouldn't even suggest it.
Good, so we're on the same page.
Yes, the exact same one.
Good.
If I, sit
I
down?
don't see why I would.
Oh, no, it's just...
I mean it, I'm not sleeping with you.
No! I wouldn't slept with you either. No, you're not attractive or anything.
How much do you know about this new government thing?
I was kind of hoping you'd know.
So you don't know?
No, I've not exactly been an active member of society.
Well, neither have I. I only had bits and pieces. They started off as some kind of radical religious group that got too big for their
A bit weird for a religious group to use AI, isn't it?
What kind of book have you been living under? Everyone's been using them for about 6 months back. They've got them everywhere. Hospitals, police stations, even prisons.
So where were you during, the outbreak?
Oh, solitary confinement.
Oh, like prison.
Yeah, exactly like a prison. It was a prison.
Oh.
It's a long story.
I like long stories.
Let's just say I was looked up for coming from the wrong family.
And for attempted murder.
You mind?
Oh, sorry. See, yes. You did try to murder someone.
It's a bit of a touchy subject. So I was in prison, you were in...
Well...
What were you doing in Philadelphia?
Not an awful lot.
Why were you in Philadelphia? And I don't like long stories.
Right. Well, my mum got
Sick.
no, not sick. It was cancer, brain.
Oh, right. Good. I mean, not good, I'm sorry.
It was before people started getting sick. We went to take her somewhere to relax. And when she passed, I couldn't really bear myself to come back. Which I don't think David was fan of.
David? Who's David?
Oh, my husband.
Your husband, so you're...
Married.
Well, yeah, but you're confused. I'm trying to ask
Oh
you-
my god, my ring! My ring! I've lost it! How long around?
What I'm trying to ask is, which way do you swing?
Oh. Well, it depends what I'm trying to hit. I'm fine. What I'm trying to say is both. And I'm not married. I mean, David was in Glasgow where he was a paramedic, and, well, I've not really seen him since before the outbreak, so...
It's probably for the best.
For the best.
Yeah, I
So my
mean...
husband is probably dead.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right.
Am I?
Well, maybe. I mean, I heard in the news that people would go looking for their kids and they'd be infected too. Oh, there it is.
You found it?
Yeah, for a moment I thought they'd taken it off.
That would have made sense.
What?
I just think, if they want us to procreate, they would have taken away reminders. The fact they've left it is odd.
Well, maybe they're just decent human beings.
Maybe they are.
I kind of wish I proposed, but I was scared. What if he said no? So I left it, and I left it, and I left it, and then one day we were just walking through town, shooting the breeze, past the jewelry shop, and he saw this ring. And he said, I like that ring. It would suit you. And I said, oh, it would suit you too. And so we went in, and we got to, and that was that.
Do you know what you would have said?
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it quite a lot. It's a long story. You don't want to hear it.
Maybe I like this long story.
I was going to take him to Paris.
Ah, classic. Pretty.
Just listen. My sister has this tiny little flat with this lovely rooftop garden, these huge climbing vines and big bright flowers. And I was going to lay out a picnic. Like Lady in the Tramp with the tablecloth. And I was going to lay out this picnic, and I was going to put on some classic French accordion music. The music when you think of romance and party. And I would sit, and I would make this favorite hot King's Prawn Punjabi curry. And he just said, that's not very French, Jack. But he knew what I meant. And he thought, I was trying to butter him up. But I wouldn't say anything. And then we'd go over to the woods, and we'd go and we'd look over the city, and we'd have a glass of wine. And then when we were finished with it, I would tell him to just wait there when I was going to go get some more. And I'd go over to the blanket, and I'd steal my nurse. And then when he turned round, I'd be down on my knee. Nervous, hopeful, I smile. I say, David, you are the love of my life. And I promise to love you until the last breath leaves my lungs, until the stars blink out over Paris. Or until one of us croaks. After that, until the black in the mirror. Then, nervous and hopeful, I hold out the ring, and he said,
Fuck me. Seriously, fuck. I can't imagine what I would say if somebody said that to me. I can't imagine ever thinking to say that to anyone. Fuck. I could stand here and think about how nobody's ever going to love me like that. I could think about how he doesn't deserve to be stuck here. How he doesn't deserve to be stuck here with me instead of with him. I could think about a lot of things. Instead, I'll focus on getting shagged.
Anyway, I never got it would be a bit much for me.
Yeah, totally.
I'll do this blanket. I'm not saying it's a good thing that I thought we were ridiculous.
God, no.
We fought over it a lot, really.
I can imagine.
We didn't exactly finish in the best terms.
I'm sorry to hear that.
But with the way things are, maybe I'm alive because of it.
Yeah, probably. God, that's fucking bleak.
At first, people didn't know what to call it. A fast-acting, fast-spreading virus. They called people the infected.
I could hear them for myself. Christ, the noise was like nothing I'd ever heard.
Just listening, it was quite hard to tell what was happening at first. Nobody wanted to talk about it.
They stopped letting me go outside. Used to be half an hour a day, just me in the courtyard, but then it was like they were afraid.
Talking about it, broadcasting it on the BB bloody sea. It all made it real.
And then one of them got into the prison, and it didn't matter if people were talking about it or not. God, the noise they made!
You got the feeling they weren't allowed to call them zombies. They were scared of the word. But eventually,
they just stopped caring about us. Didn't even unlock the doors. Just left us there to die while those rotting fucking monsters tried to get at us. Those new government AI bastards were supposed to look after us, and they just left us.
To make your own conclusions after a while. The radio station stopped broadcasting one by one, like candles being snuffed out. I never saw one of the infected. I don't even want to think what it must have been like to lose control of yourself like that.
Everyone's lost so much. Christ, we've lost everything.
Hold on. Why am I talking?
It's a narrative device. Haven't you ever seen Big Brother?
Oh, you absolute
As you were!
So you say you were in prison?
Don't beat around the bush then.
Well, you just told me I should be glad my husband's dead.
Yeah, prison. I was in prison for about 2 years.
I know you said something about family.
I did also try to kill someone.
Oh, come on!
That's not how I tend to introduce myself. Nice to meet you. I'm Clara. I shot my dad in the chest with a shotgun.
You what?
Never attempted murder. People always forget the attempted.
I feel like that's not the most important part of the story.
The story in which I shot my dad in the chest with a shotgun.
did you shoot your dad in the chest with a shotgun?
Oh, that. My dad was a bad guy.
What kind of bad guy that you would shoot him in the chest?
He was a criminal! He ran a dogfighting ring, you know, the whole 9 yards. Money laundering, blackmail, animal cruelty. The bad guy.
So is that why you,
It's a bit more complicated than that.
I'm not judging you.
I didn't expect you to.
I'm sure you had your reasons, and I'm sure they were completely justified.
They were. Good. Good.
But you did try and kill your
I
dad.
didn't kill him!
Possibly trying you to kill your own
He
dad.
killed my dog. When I was younger, I had this beautiful blue staffy, and she disappeared, and I found out that he killed her. So, shot him.
Well, fuck.
This might not be as much of a disaster as you think.
How could it possibly not be? He thinks I'm a weirdo.
You are acting a little bit weird.
That's really not helpful.
Look, just talk to him. He's clearly into you.
Do you think so?
I know so. The way she opened up to you, very romantic.
Opened up about shooting your dad in the chest and shot.
You're getting far too hung up on the details. Relax. Loosen up a little.
I can do that, I can do that.
Of course you can. Just let things flow naturally.
Nothing about this is natural though. The pajamas, the bed, the lights. This conversation actually. Hold on, why am I talking?
Oh, fudge this again.
Hang on, I remember now. Why am I still talking to you?
You people have no respect for stylized storytelling methods. Do you know that? Honest to God, I try to make things a little bit more visually interesting, and all I get is abuse.
Why are you so ridiculous?
When I got out there, I put nothing down to scratch. I'm not going to elevate a week later.
All right. Everyone's a critic.
Look, I know this is a weird situation. We're both in weird places. Look, we've been chosen for this for a reason. Maybe it's something we should be thinking about.
Thinking about this, about doing this.
What's the hard now?
It really doesn't.
I just think, you know, you're not infected. I'm not infected.
I totally agree.
Got nothing else to do.
Couldn't agree more.
Also,
Well, not to mention, I
haven't had sex in 2 years.
well,
That was
fine.
fine-ish.
Perfectly fine-ish.
Right.
Right. Good.
I hated it.
So did I.
You did?
I think you bit me.
The lips of I agree completely.
Good, thank God.
This isn't going to happen, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Thank God for that.
What do you mean this isn't going to happen?
Sorry, I just don't think we're compatible for this kind of thing.
Not compatible.
No, but you know, now that we sort of know each other and know what's going on.
Jack, shut up.
What?
Shut up.
It's, not quite as simple as that, Jack. Your new government were willing to invest time in you, invest resources in you. We didn't care that you were the scum of the earth, crawling up out of the filth into a world you couldn't understand. We were willing to put that aside for you. And now, it's not going to happen.
I don't understand. You're the government. You're supposed to do what's best for us.
This is what's best for you, Jack. For all of you. We serve the majority.
Jack, shut up right now.
This is not a zoo. You can't just keep us in here.
Correct. This isn't a zoo. I was, in fact, far closer to the truth earlier when I said farm.
What do you mean?
Jack, I need you to stop talking right
I don't
now.
understand.
We really did have such high hopes for you two. Healthy, young stock. Plenty of years of reproduction left in you. Genetically compatible in every way. What a shame you won't comply. What a waste. But, in the true ethos of your new government, waste not one particle. I believe I'm quoting your father, Clara, when I say, when a bitch can't or won't pup, she's worth no more than the meat on her bones.
You're not dead. Oh my God, we're gonna die. You're literally gonna die. Don't eat. We're gonna get less. Say yes. Clara, I love you. No,
This could have gone better.